Hi, my name is Heather, and TalkTools has completely changed my life. I think we all start in the same place where we're gathering information, and when I was newer into my career, I found Sarah Rosenfeld Johnson's first course, and I took a video course. It's a level 1 course, and it was really after that that I decided, wow, look at all this information that I just learned. I'd never heard this before. This totally makes sense to me, and I think I'm going to try it. And so I had a child walk in, or actually it wasn't a child, he was a teenager walk in, and he had Dandy Walker syndrome, and he wore a bandana and he drooled constantly. And his mother came in and said, I'd really like to work on this drooling. I want his mouth to close, I want his tongue to be in his mouth, and I really want him to try to use his mouth for speech. And I just remember, I think the weekend before I'd been to that course, and I just thought, okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna use the bite tubes, and I'm gonna just order that, because that was like the one thing I grasped. The jaw was so important. And so we used those on him, and that mom was amazing. And we used those on him for about 6 months, and we were able to close his jaw and his lips, and there was no more saliva. We took off that bandana, and for so many of us, we know that perception is so important. And not only had we changed his oral function, but we changed the perception of everybody looking at him, and that's really important. And that's just one awesome example of what TalkTools has done. And if you think about a 14-year-old, he was not spontaneously developing. That was something that the mom really did. And so that's a true testimony to TalkTools. And since then, it's really opened up my eyes, and I started using it, and I really have changed my practice. I predominantly now work with children with Down syndrome, and I watch it every day. Parents comment every day that this is changing the lives and the faces and the structures and the articulation and feeding development of the children. So I have really my career I have to thank Sarah Rosenfeld Johnson for creating and keeping on with the oral motor movement, even when it wasn't such a hot topic, because clinically, man, it's just so incredible. So thank you, TalkTools, thank you, Sarah, and thank you to everybody in the oral motor community who's come before. Take care.